Hi there, my name is Claire Holgate and I'm a graphic recorder. This is a summary of discussions that took place for the RSA last week, Friday the 14th of September, under the hashtag RSA Friday. So there was a conversation about social change and how social media can lead that social change. And there's the opportunity for you to get involved. If you search on Twitter under the hashtag RSA Friday, you'll be able to find all of the discussion that was held. And this is just a snapshot of what was discussed. And really, I wanted to talk about the process of documenting it in this way, also the discussion itself and how interesting it was, and for other graphic recorders or other people who are looking to record conversations and discussions in this way, some of the tips on how to pick out the best the discussions, the things where there's the highest level of consensus. This is the first time I've tried to document a tweet up, so a discussion on Twitter in this way, and it was actually a really good learning experience for me. If you're aware of Twitter and how discussions take place, often if somebody has a good point to make, it will get retweeted by other people, so other people will tweet the same information. So when you're recording a discussion and you're looking for the salient points, actually you'll often find that one point will get retweeted over and over and over again. So for me, kind of digging my way through the various retweets to actually find the underlying conversation was a bit tricky. But the joy of Twitter is that it's there for a fixed period of time. You can go back and you can look at what people have said after the event. So for me, something that was even a 1 hour conversation, 2 till 3 p.m, actually I had into the evening to go back and look at things that were said and just to add on extra levels of detail and stuff if needed. So that was quite handy. And I think I probably would like to do graphic recording for some other tweet ups sometime. So maybe if you've got some discussion happening, then get in touch with me. On Twitter, I'm Claire, at Claire Hole, CLAIREHOL, and I would love to hear from you. So this discussion was all about sharing knowledge from the RSA themselves and the RSA fellows out to the wider world, and the discussion invited contribution from each of the fellows who were involved. So some of those fellows are listed here. Here are their Twitter names, and those discussions centred around how social change can be led by social media. So it was looking at three main areas. One of them was collaboration. So the question was, how do we scale up from local success and local social change to a much larger scale? So if we look down here, there's the idea of bringing people together to collaborate, and that there is an element of experimentation and evaluation that has to happen in order to determine whether something's successful, and then to be able to replicate that somewhere else. And we have a quote here from one of the people involved who said that replicability is the greatest challenge here, which is an interesting point. Moving on, we looked at how best to share. So this in particular was a comment for the RSA themselves and how best to get conversation going between the fellows of the RSA and the staff within the organisation itself. And I think, going back to that, I think some people had argued that just by having the events such as RSA Friday via Twitter, then actually that was one good way of getting conversation to start. And then moving on from that, what's already happening? So how can people be connected? And here are some examples. So there are collaborative projects already underway, and a lot of good stuff on Twitter using the RSA Friday hashtag, but also the SOSENT, the social enterprise hashtag too. And then also here are a few of the places that are available online where social change is already being led, that have some good ideas there. And then finally at the bottom we've got the idea of business incubator hubs. So for example, #BB Hub is the Bricks and Bread Hub led by Trudy Thompson. This is the idea that social entrepreneurs can share their knowledge and mentor people up and coming with innovative ideas and help them make a success of their business. So that's really the summary of discussion. If you'd like to see more of my work, please do go and look at my website, which is claireholgate.co.uk, or you can see the RSA, more of their work, on Twitter at the RSA.org.